Hello everybody, so we are so excited today that we are here with Matt. He is the general manager here at the Golden Nugget in Cripple Creek, and we are so honored that you've agreed to do this interview with us. So we love to find those little hidden gems, those fun places that are a little bit different off the map, and bring those to y'all and let you see some other things that you can do and experience. And so, Matt, will you tell us a little bit about the history? Because you've been here a while, right?
I have, yeah. I've been in Cripple Creek for pushing close to 20 years now.
Wow, so you know a little bit.
I do, and the history of Cripple Creek actually goes well beyond that. Colorado gaming actually started in 1992.
Okay.
So when it was first legalized, and a lot of people don't remember, or especially if you've never been to Colorado, don't realize that Colorado actually started with a $5 maximum bet.
Wow.
So you couldn't bet more than $5 on any game or slot machine or anything else.
Any table game, anything?
Nope, nothing like that.
So you couldn't do like a $5 blackjack and then increase it to $10?
You could not, no.
Wow.
So it was a very different kind of gaming that we offered back then. That changed in 2009 when the state legislature authorized limits to go up to $100. So we kind of followed that path of South Dakota, where it started small, then it incremented up, and then all in 2021 is when they finally authorized the local legislations to set their own limits up to no limit, which is currently where we're authorized to go to.
No limit.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So Colorado casinos finally have the ability to go no limit if they want.
And when did that happen?
2021.
Oh, so real new.
Correct.
Real new.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So gaming in Colorado is changing, guys. If you hadn't been here.
Yeah. It's changed a lot. It's changed very recently with the addition of sports betting. New games are constantly getting authorized. I mean, it's a very dynamic market right now that we've had a lot of people are trying to get into. So
okay.
it's been a fun change over the times. I think you've seen in your experience here that it's beautiful up here.
Oh, beautiful.
So
even in a snow blizzard.
Yeah. You get a lot of small local casinos where service and everything is more focused. It's smaller here, so that. Now I'm saying that kind of poorly right now, but
I think you said it great. It's more of a small town,
it's a small town feel. Yeah, it's a very local feel. So people that have experienced and played in local markets with you before, kind of understand that feel. You come in and you're going to get recognized on your second trip out there like that. So we try to give a more interpersonal.
Somebody's winning over there.
Never a problem there. Casino excitement is the same.
Yeah, we love it.
We're like Vegas in that regard.
That's right.
Where you win big, everybody's going to get excited, and everybody around you
That's
too
right.
as well too. So it's a great place to work and be able to come and gamble.
And so what other things besides gambling does Cripple Creek offer? Or tell me about the surrounding areas. If I'm going to come to Cripple Creek, what else can I do?
Absolutely. So Cripple Creek, this is again kind of coming back into the history of it, which some people just don't realize. Cripple Creek was almost Colorado's state capital. It lost by one vote back in the late 1800s to become the capital because of the gold rush that occurred up here. This was the biggest gold town in North America forever and ever, and it really led the way as far as producing gold and the economics of it. Lots of great history about Cripple Creek. So you have a lot of things where, there's a lot of old school museums, the Train Museum, the Outlaw Museums, and other places around here. Cripple Creek is just now starting to build up as far as other attractions. They're planning an adventure park pretty close to town for people to come up to. And I mean, we all agree. I mean, casinos are fun for everybody. You need some non-casino, more recreation, family-oriented
things to do.
Attractions for people to do. So I mean, we built the hotel a couple years ago,
which is very nice. We're staying there.
Thank you very much. Hope you guys had a good time there.
It's nice.
So I mean, it needs a little bit more up there. So I mean, it's great for history buffs. If you want to come down, you can spend several days just going place to place and learning all about Cripple Creek and all the fascinating things that have happened up here. Not to mention there's gold mine tours. There's actually still a functioning gold mine that you can go down and tour here in town.
And I heard you go down in it.
You do,
right?
You go down 1,000 feet underground. So I mean, if that's your thing, that's great.
I don't think I want to do it when it's this cold outside.
Well, nice thing underground, it's pretty close.
That's true,
The temperature is pretty climbing up there, but that's a fun tour. I've taken it personally. I mean, you really go through and they show you all the old techniques of mining. So I mean, a lot of history. There's a lot of things to do up here. That makes it fun and not just gaming related.
So what about outdoor adventurous? Because I think Colorado brings a lot. People come here for that. So
exactly.
How far do we have to go to do that?
Not very far at all. I mean, if you're a ski buff, you're an hour and a half, 2 hours at most, but to get to Breckenridge. Monarch Ski Resort is just up by Salida. From there you can get to a lot of other places as well too. Colorado is famed for some of the best hiking, Best
About
trails.
fishing, we love to fish.
Fishing is fantastic. If you just come about an hour and a half out of town here, you find Deckers. They're world famous for fishing.
Okay.
I mean, I know person. They come up here from all over the country to go fly fishing and fish in the lakes up there and too. So I mean,
So wouldn't
it's
it be
fantastic.
fun to do a family trip with our viewers and come to Golden Nugget and then also plan a fly fishing adventure?
Oh, absolutely.
In the summertime or late or early fall would be fun.
And I mean, everybody. I also like to remind people when you get here, you realize it, but you look out the front door and you see Pikes Peak.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Tallest mountain around here.
So that's out the front door here.
It's out the front door. You can walk
Okay.
out, and as soon as you get to the top of the hill, you can see right out in Pikes Peak, and there's tons of great hiking and great amenities right around there. National forest, camping is a huge thing around here as well too. So
And I've heard ice fishing too, which does not sound exciting to me.
if you like that thing, then yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so we were in Red River, and we passed by just right on the side of the road. There was a frozen pond, and there's people ice fishing, but you can't have a fire. I'm like, how do you stay warm?
Right.
It was
Build a shed
10 degrees.
and wear lots of layers.
Oh, yeah, that's
Some
not
people
fun.
like that, though.
I like to fish, but not that kind of fishing. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the history.
Sure.
So tell us, because it's really exciting to me, because we talk on our channel a lot. We like to stick with brands. I love local, and to me, of all the brands that we do, Golden Nugget feels like it's the closest to a local casino. Still being with a brand, right? Like we love Ellis Island,
Right.
Because they're just a family owned, and Golden Nugget's real close to that, I feel. So we are so excited that y'all are expanding your market, because now you can come to Cripple Creek if you earn those points, but you can also go to Lake Tahoe, which
Correct.
is one of our favorites.
Correct.
We
Another new addition to
love
us.
Tahoe. Tahoe is brand new as well. So tell us about when this became Golden Nugget, where we are, and what we can expect.
Absolutely. So Golden Nugget bought this casino last December, so we're still new to it, just a little over a year ago. We worked for 8-9 months to be able to do some interior remodifications. We needed new carpet. We're still in the process of doing several modifications and remodeling as well too, and I'll get into that here in a little bit as well. But we actually rebranded as Golden Nugget September 11th of this year.
Okay, good date.
So that was that was a good landmark for us. I mean, immediately right after, being able to advertise this Golden Nugget was a good boost for us, because people, I think you understand, you appreciate that. People realize the value of that brand.
Well, that's right.
With our community, I mean, most of our players generally come from local communities, but now we get more direct, but you get, like we talked about, that local casino feel. So you kind of get the best of both worlds with that right there. This last November was when we actually just integrated into our 24K Select Club. So all of your comps can go nationwide now. Exactly, as of November. So now, if you earn points and comps, well, excuse me, not points, if you earn comps at Lake Charles and you come to Colorado, you can use those amenities for our restaurants, for our hotels, for our gift shop, everything else, and vice versa. Something coming very, very soon is, since Golden Nugget is owned by Landry's, the association there. I mean, 600 restaurants nationwide.
And we're a Texas family, so we
exactly.
understand
So you understand Landry's very, very
we
well. So you'll be able to use those comps at those restaurants around the country as well too. So I mean, it's really taking that brand and making all the rewards accessible across the spectrum.
Right.
We're incredibly excited about that. I mean, it's really bringing a new clientele, but it's giving our current clientele, that have been with us for years and years, another choice to be able to use those rewards with, which is fantastic.
And you're bringing it to little Cripple Creek.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
So
exactly. We're the only ones in town that have that ability right now.
And they're the only ones in town that are a brand.
Exactly.
There's no one else in Cripple Creek that has that brand, that you can play here and then get a trip to Vegas, or play here and get a trip to Tahoe, or to Laughlin, or to Lake Charles. You come see us.
We've actually had some players approach us about going to Atlantic City, Biloxi.
Yes.
I mean, you name it, Laughlin. Some people really prefer Laughlin.
We've not been. That's on our bucket list this year.
You should definitely visit up there.
We're going to do that this year for sure.
Great.
For sure. Okay, so we've noticed that the big deal in town is the Saltgrass Steakhouse, and I think it was very well done.
Thank you.
Love the feel. We have a local Saltgrass in our hometown that's independent from the casino. Of course, we do, every time we go to Saltgrass at all the Golden Nuggets, but I think this is a special one. It has that round feel, and it just really is a great place, and everybody in there is working really hard. But I know that there's some other upgrades that we're going to be seeing. So give us some inside stuff.
So I mean, we're still continuing the interior modifications. I mean, like we talked, we got new carpets, new slot chairs. We bought 50 new games this past year. We probably got another 50, 55 coming this year. So I mean, we're replacing our slot floor, new table games, all brand new chips and everything else that we own. So I mean, the feel is fresh from the gaming floor. Amenities wise, though, we are planning an expansion to add a bean and bread, which is a common thing with the Golden Nuggets.
Okay.
It's a coffee shop, grab and go eatery. They make great breakfast sandwiches and a lot of other different kinds of quick to go. So I mean, not everybody wants to come and go sit down for 30, 45 minutes or an hour to actually. Some people want to grab something quick to eat, snack, and go. So we're going to be building that probably in the next coming few months.
And some of us want to go grab it and eat at the slot machine.
Exactly, exactly. So I mean, there's that ability for us to do that too. We are continuing with the interior modification. So I mean, we'll be redoing paint, wallpaper, rebuilding our cage area so that it's more accessible to our guests. Redoing our slot floor to lay it out so it's much more open, and when you walk in, you get that wow factor.
Yes.
When, you can see everything else, and it'll lay out really nicely to us. So, on top of that, we have. I mean, it's really just a lot of interior modifications.
Yeah.
Bathroom
and I hear the
remodels,
coffee shop
everything.
may be moving up to the front.
Correct. That's the bean and bread. So
Okay.
the coffee shop we have currently operates a limited number of hours in the days. We're going to move it up, rebrand it, retool it.
And more hours.
And more hours.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it's important to have that amenity
nice.
available to our guests while they're here. So
Yeah.
that part is
and so one thing we've noticed on our visit is they're still working through the comp situation, right?
Yeah.
So it was a little shocking to us when we sat down at the table and they're like, you can't, at Saltgrass, and you can't charge it to your room.
Correct.
But that's coming.
That's very
That's
soon,
coming.
yeah.
We just have to be patient.
Correct.
And understand this is all new and you're having to integrate it into phases. But the tip for my viewers is if you come before that's done, all you got to do is see a host.
Absolutely.
And they're going to take care of you. And they've been really good at doing that for us.
Absolutely. Our staff is dedicated to make sure that when somebody arrives at our front door, your experience as a guest is top notch from that very first step until the last time you leave. And then, then we'll follow up and make sure that everything went well to your expectation. If there's anything we can do to improve. So, I mean, we want the whole guest experience, not just your favorite slot machine or, just a comfortable room with things. The whole thing, because one thing can ruin it, and we want to make sure that the whole experience is
I have to say, from the first moment that we walked in, we went to the hotel first, and I don't remember the lady's name. I'll have to get it and find out. A sweet lady with long gray hair, but she was so welcoming. And that was our first person we talked to in Cripple Creek, and that's so important, right?
Absolutely.
But
First
she talked
impressions.
to us about dining and about the town and how to get to here and how to get to there, and we appreciated that.
Great.
And that was like a total welcoming. You don't get that in Vegas, but we did get that here, so that was wonderful.
That smaller town personal feel that we hope to give everybody too. So that's great.
So I think that's what you're going to get here. So let's talk a little bit about some comp host stuff, because our viewers, since we do a lot of comp stuff,
of course,
and we try to show people how to play and use your comps wisely, right? But also to take care of our hosts. So y'all do have hosts here.
We do.
Okay.
Yes.
And anybody can talk to a host.
Anybody can talk to a host.
Right.
Yes, we have our hosts accessible on the gaming floor, not 24 hours a day, but I mean probably from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. or midnight or later. On the weekends, it's definitely later on. You can come up and you can ask somebody, how does your program work? Or, would I qualify for this? Or what do you recommend, as far as any kind of accommodations that we might be able to make? We make our hosts accessible. We also make any of our employees. So we try to give them that information too.
Okay.
So, you should be able to ask any employee around here, and they can tell you restaurant hours of operations, what their personal favorites are, how the check-in works at the hotel. I mean, we try to drive that, again, customer experience with everybody we have here. But
So
hosts for sure are absolutely
What we encourage
available.
people to do is, even if you don't play high enough to qualify for a host, go in and introduce yourself to a host. All you got to do is walk up to the players card area, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
And say, I'd like to talk to a host. Introduce yourself. Tell them you're learning how to work the comps. And would you be willing at the end to help me evaluate my play?
Absolutely.
And then that's how you're going to learn and understand. I can talk to you about it, I can tell you about it, but when you really talk to those hosts, and it's different at every property, right?
Absolutely,
It's even going to be different here than it is in Vegas or Biloxi or Lake Charles, even Golden Nugget, right?
Right. You'll probably find more similarities between Golden Nugget properties as you might some other properties. But one great thing that I've loved about being part of the Golden Nugget is they really recognize every market is different. Players within that market are different, and you need to meet their needs in a different way. So, there will be some differences, but I mean, you can always expect that level of service, and that, you know, the way that we value our customers would be consistent across all Golden Nugget properties.
Okay, so viewers know you can come in and ask to talk to a host here.
Absolutely, any day.
Yes. So talk to us about the tier scores. Help them understand and gauge kind of what they mean. Those are the same across Golden Nugget, right?
They are, yes.
So what I earn here, I'm going to earn the same way I am in Vegas or in Lake Charles, or
There
not?
might be, yes, there might be some small differences again from property to property, but majoritively it's the same way. We earn on a system that's called tier points.
Right.
Everybody knows when you're playing with your slot card, you know, you'll earn slot points for free play or other rewards. You can earn comps back, but your tier status is determined on tier point generation. Right. So they're earned a little bit differently, but it's earned roughly the same way. The more you play, you know, the more they'll accumulate. And we have 4 different levels at this property that you can earn higher tier status. It's basically, you know, introductory 24K, then you step up to Premier, then you step up to Chairman, and then finally our top level at this property would be the Elite.
Okay, okay. And so what do you get for, do you know off the top of your head, and maybe I'm putting this out there, but
That's okay.
From Chairman to Elite, what's the
differential on that?
What do you get?
So from a Chairman to Elite, you get a dedicated host.
Okay.
That's the one primary thing that is the most obvious one. We will introduce you to your specific host. This is your person that you call for if you're coming up, if you need help with reservations for the hotel, restaurant, if you have questions with comps, or if there's anything that we can do to help facilitate visitations between different properties.
Okay.
I mean, that is your person, your personal concierge when you come on site that will take care of you specifically.
They're in charge of making sure everything is great.
Absolutely. Another big difference is as you elevate through the tier status with Golden Nugget, you actually earn free play points at faster rates.
Yes,
comps and
that's
free
right.
play,
That's a
which
very
is not
good
something
point.
that's common between most, but you know, you could be earning up to twice as much free play at an elite status as you would as an introductory one.
That is a very good point.
It's definitely an incentive to localize your play and then, you know, elevate through, because you're ultimately getting more rewards for your play by showing loyalty to Golden Nugget.
And that makes a lot of difference whenever you're earning faster.
Absolutely.
Because then you're earning
big
more
difference.
comps.
Exactly.
You're earning more comps if you're earning at a faster rate.
Yes.
So that's a really big tip. Thanks for sharing that.
Of course.
So Mike and I, you may not know the answer to this, and if you
That's
don't,
okay.
that's okay. But so we always teach our viewers, and what we always try to do in our head is that if I get a free room and a free meal, if I get 1,000 points a day, tier credits a day,
Right.
I feel like I've at least done my minimum of my part. If I do 3,000, I feel like I've done more than my part.
Right.
Is that a good gauge?
It can be.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to equate tier points to value of comps, because comps are
Right.
built on a little differently, but that is probably a pretty good gauge.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just trying to give the average consumer without having to try to understand the Theo, because that's just way above
that
everybody's
is, that's
head.
hard to understand, especially
I mean,
different games and everything.
Yeah, it's too much. But
Yeah.
so I just want to give everyone something to shoot for.
Yeah.
And I've just found, because I always go to my host at the end and I'm like, did I do okay? You know, am I overcomped? Because I never want to be overcomped. I want to try to be fair to them. And usually I've found if I hit that 1,000, they always say I'm good.
Yeah.
If I hit the 3,000, I'm really good.
Yeah.
So
Again, it's kind of hard to say because play can vary so widely between
Right.
types of machines, table games. I mean, you know, if you start associating bingo and sports betting, if you're getting other rewards at other properties like
Right.
that, it's kind of hard to
and
gauge
tier,
how those
multiple
are.
tier,
Yeah.
2 times or 3 times.
Exactly.
But when I'm watching my score on my machine, that 2 times isn't showing.
Correct.
So I just
Correct.
know that if your hit playing yesterday was 2 times points here, but when I'm watching my points on the machine, it wasn't calculating that. That comes later as a bonus.
Can be, yes. I mean,
Yes.
there's some different. So one thing I do want to say is when you're looking at your slot points, so your value of your free play and your comps, that's actually calculating. Well, I want to go back to. Let me step back on that.
Okay.
When you're looking at your tier stats now, we just discussed that you actually earn at faster rates.
Yes.
As you elevate in our tier status.
You're right.
Those go automatically. So
Okay.
if you're getting double points and double comps because you're in elite status playing here, that will be showing to you in real time as you earn them. When we
Okay.
have special promotions like 2 times, 3 times
Like
points days,
yesterday.
like yesterday, we activated on one of our promotional kiosks. Those come after the gaming day. So you'll see
Okay.
that adjusted to your account on the following day.
Okay, so
That
what
makes
you're
sense.
saying is if I sit as a chairman, I sit down at a slot machine next to a 24K.
Right.
We put the exact same amount of money, we get the exact same amount of spins, exact same amount of denom. I'm going to have more points than that 24K person because I'm earning points faster.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay.
And on a chairman status, you're actually earning 50% more points
That's right.
than you would as a 24K member.
That's right.
So-
Okay, so that plays a part too, guys.
It does.
Okay, so we won't get too much into this because you're not a host, you're the general manager, but I
Right.
wanted to give them a little bit of a teaser that way. But I do have a question.
Please.
Because I think everybody wonders this. Everybody says, does it matter to the casino if we win or lose?
Absolutely not.
Y'all want us to win. You want winners too, not
and,
all
and
losers.
I want to just reiterate our mission is to provide the top-notch guest experience that we can to everybody who comes here. I mean, we design our rewards programs. We offer hosts to players that play at higher elevated levels.
Right.
Obviously, for those reasons,
Because you're a
invest in-
business.
Absolutely,
You're a
we're
business.
a business. But no, I mean, if you come in and if you have
So
never
if I
played,
can hit that $37,000 jackpot over there, you're going to celebrate with me.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, we're going to
Because
celebrate.
somebody's going to win it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Somebody
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, if you've never played before and you come in and you win a $37,000 jackpot, or if you've been here for 10 years, your rewards are based on your play,
Okay.
not the outcome of your play.
Yeah.
That's the casino business.
So y'all aren't gunning for us to lose.
Absolutely not.
See, it's a myth,
No,
guys.
absolutely
it's a myth.
not.
It's a
No,
myth.
we want everybody to have a good time. That's how we build our customer base. That's how we show people that they want to come to Golden Nugget and not go to another property. Is
Right.
the experience that you have.
Okay,
Absolutely.
very good. That, I answered most of the questions. I know you guys are going to have more questions, but we are going to plan an event here, either the end of summer or the beginning of fall. We're still working on that, and I'm excited because I know we're going to get to see some of those changes that y'all have
Absolutely.
coming, and I think we're going to have a lot of family members hopefully join us for that event, and y'all can all experience Cripple Creek. Maybe we can fish together. Maybe we can win that $37,000 jackpot. But I want to thank you so much.
My pleasure. It's been wonderful having you guys with us,
y'all
and
have
we look
been
forward to
wonderful.
having you back.
I tell you, when
Absolutely.
you walk in here, it is like you're in this old West town.
Yep.
You walk downtown
You are,
and you
literally.
get that feel. It's amazing.
Yep.
So I invite you all to come and check it out. Introduce yourself to Matt. He's amazing. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this.
Thank you, everybody. It's a pleasure.
All right, that was.